Hello everybody, it's Charlotte here. Welcome to a brand new video on this channel, and today's video is going to be a very emotional video. I hope you guys do take it very seriously and, honestly, especially if you're going through what I'm going through. Now, in this video, I'm not going to claim that my life is horrible and my life is better than someone else's. My life is all my own life. I do not try to level out mine with other people's, so that's just a disclaimer. So I'm pretty sure every trans YouTuber does this. A lot of transgender YouTubers do, actually. And it's a video based off the description as why I hate being transgender. So coming out as trans, it was amazing, knowing that this is who I was and who I meant to be and all that stuff. There were so much cool things about it. But when I decided to transition, it really opened up my dysphoria, and it hasn't been a very good experience. It has been a great, but not a good. I don't know how to word that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love being trans, so I am very proud to be trans, but I'm not happy to be trans. Nobody wants to be trans, in my opinion. No one. Who wants to be born in the body you feel like you shouldn't have? And it's the hardest part of this entire thing. So this is the video that's gonna be me talking about my gender dysphoria and why I don't like being transgender. To be honest with you guys. Honestly, being transgender has gotten me to the point where I can be really happy with my own self in transition. But throughout that, I gotta understand that things happen and things just don't go my way, and people are going to look at me completely different. And that's just literally how it's been. I've gotten people at my work that used to be really cool with me. Now they look at me and they don't even try to get my help. They avoid me. It's very hard. Every day I have a new set of dysphoric feelings, it seems like. 1 minute I'm really happy with my body, and the next minute I'm pissed. I'm upset. I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see, and sometimes I feel like there's no way to fix it. And, it's just horrible. And to many people, they're gonna say, yeah, you can just detransition, or you chose this life for yourself, and that's not even the truth. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Having gender dysphoria, if I were to suppress it, wouldn't make my life any better. It'd make it much worse. I love it. I love the fact that I'm transitioning. I love it. Every minute of it. It's just very hard at the same time. It's not an easy life. It's not an easy lifestyle at all compared to how I was before. Before, I didn't care much about stuff like this. Now every day I sit there and I feel like I'm always being watched by society. There's a couple of times I go out in public and I honestly feel like I have so much pressure on my back to be as feminine as I could possibly be, that it is completely debilitating. Sometimes I feel like I'm just gonna fall over and start and pass out, because it's just how hard it is to be what I want to be. And gender, something I wasn't thinking about when I was younger, has to be something I find very, very different now. It's hard for me to look at cisgender girls. Being a trans girl, it's hard for me to look at cisgender girls, because every time I look at them, I get envious of what they have and the opportunity they get to fill, and the fact that they're feminine and they're just naturally greeted by other human beings like a girl, like her, she and her. Whereas people will mistaken me and call me a he, and then little kids look at me, and then when I'm at work, and then they're sitting there, and I could hear people, and I could feel when people talk about me. I could feel when people are looking at me. It's so obvious. I can feel it, and when I turn around, they're doing it. I've had a couple of kids tell me, or talk to each other, and is that a boy or a girl, or is that, there was one that said, I think that is a girl, and all that stuff. And it's very hard, guys. It's very hard, and I'm at the beginning of my transition, so I do have a lot to look forward to in my life. I'm not completely unpassable. Let's be honest here. I'm working really hard on my transition. It's just very, very hard, because I'm trying to live a life that was completely not made for my body. You know, it's every day I feel like I have something new to be upset about. Every day there's a new challenge, and I like challenges, but I just want to break for once. I just don't want to sit here and continue to fight against society to show them who I am. And I feel like I'm always complaining about certain people when they call me a he and a him. And then I sit there and I look, obviously, at the mirror, and I just notice that this is how it's gonna be. Today, my dysphoria kicked in very hard, and that's why I decided to make the video today, because I'm usually happy. And the crazy thing is if there was a cure to this, I wouldn't want it. Because this is who I want to be. This is what I feel like I was meant to be. And it sucks because I have to listen to society and science. Every day, I have to look into the mirror and realize that in science's way, I'm a boy. And people tell me, you're a boy, and that's why I don't fight with people that call me a he and a him. I don't sit there and say I'm a she, because I'm afraid they're gonna yell and say, well, you're a boy, you can clearly tell. And you know, and it sucks because you can tell how people I'm attracted to women mainly. I'm barely attracted to men, but I'm attracted to women mainly. But I get so jealous when a guy treats the other girl, the cisgender girls, like girls, and then he kind of avoids me. And society, I know, he doesn't have to talk to me, he doesn't have to treat me like a girl, because it's like I'm constantly fighting against facts, and it's hard because there's so much people that will call me a girl, and they know I'm a girl, and even though they know I'm trans, they'll say I'm a girl. And then there's people out there that just don't want to call me that, or don't even want to associate me with my new name. And every single day I seem like I forgot what it's like to be a boy, but I remember because people bring me back to that reality. He helped me. Dating, relationships. I realized as soon as I came out, dating and relationships aren't going to be as easy as they used to be. And I'm not going to lie, it was hard before. What makes it any harder or any easier now? I'm a trans lesbian. How many lesbians will actually date someone that's trans because they have male parts? And it's very hard because there's a lot of girls out there I like, but they're heterosexuals, and I can't blame people for who they like and who they don't like, and that's the simple truth. Someone that's gonna put their body in a relationship, I can't fight that, and that's fine. But it's harder now for me to look into relationships. Now I feel like I'm constantly at battle with how I'm gonna present myself to someone because I don't know. And it's very hard because, you know, no one asks for this. Why couldn't I just be born a girl is what I want to know. I don't know why I have to be fucking born with this shit. And my trans sisters and brothers know what I'm going through because, you know, we've all been through this. And obviously there's people that are going through much worse than me. I can't imagine if I would have transitioned in high school, though I wish I did. I wish I did transition as fast as I possibly could, to avoid Adam's apple, to avoid the low voice, to avoid all this stuff. I would have transitioned a long time ago. I just wish I figured out. And it sucks. Because society is constantly teaching these kids that you're either a boy or a girl. And that's fine. That's totally true. But I wish they would teach kids that there are some kids that are born different, so that those people could come out at younger ages. There's a problem. The thing is, transitioning when you're a little kid is going to help you. In my opinion, it does. Why transition when you've already gotten your freaking Adam's apple or you've already had your menstrual period? you can transition, but it's hard because your body is already developed into that gender you don't like. And every single day I have to hear it. I have to hear it. It's society mainly. And then sometimes I don't feel like a woman. Guys, let's be honest here. Looking down there, it just doesn't, it makes me upset. And it's funny because I had a lot of different signs when I was younger. And just to imagine it, like, I didn't know there were signs. And family, a lot of family has left me, stopped talking to me. They treat me different. There are some family members that love me to no end still, but there are family members that just didn't even talk to me anymore. Didn't even try. They were trying before. There's people that deleted me off Facebook that were my friends. They're not my friends anymore on Facebook. They deleted me because they didn't like, I guess they didn't like my posts. Some people that I thought that was the coolest people in high school, people that I talked to like on a regular basis, deleted me off Facebook because of who I am. And it sucks, guys. And if you're not in our position, don't judge us. Don't judge us for being who we are. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones that do the things that are most different in life because they are not afraid what other people are going to think. Because the people that are normal are ones who are afraid to walk into a public and be different because they're afraid of getting looked at. Every day I dress up as an opposite gender just to go and represent myself, and believe it or not, it's like walking in public as a clown. Because people will just look at you and look at you and look at you, and you feel like you just, what the hell do I do? How do I live my life without being judged and being happy? Without being judged and being upset? You know, every day I'm working on my feminization, how I'm going to work, how I'm going to do everything, and it's not easy. Every day. And I'm so scared to do anything now, relationship-wise, because I'm afraid, what if they're not lesbian? What if they are and they just don't like the fact that I, you know, sometimes, and then I'm afraid that if they are heterosexual girl and they do date me, they're dating me because I'm a boy. It's so hard to figure out what I really want and what people want. And I know this is who I am. I just wish I could come to terms with that. Preparing myself every day, looking at my body. There are days where I'm really happy with it, but I feel like I do so much so that people could do the same things every day, react the same ways. And the biggest hard part to my dysphoria, guys, is just seeing cisgender girls in general be treated like women, being called old lady, young lady, girl, she, her. And then I got treated differently. And I can see it through people. And it's very hard. Guys, it truly is. I take pictures, you know, I like to take pictures because of my transition site. And sometimes I honestly sometimes feel like a boy just putting on makeup. That's all I really feel like. And my brain is just not the same. And people can't see my brain, that it's different. It's like everything has to be seen. I swear, if your brain was like a gender and you could see your brain, I would have been identified as a woman a long time ago. Because, yeah, that's how my brain is. But I fear that I lose my gender dysphoria. At the same time, I don't want to lose that. I love the way I am. I'm happy being a girl. It's very upsetting because society, the way they interact with each other now, the way they treat boys and girls, it's completely different, and it's very, very hard because I feel like I'm in between. I'm not a boy or a girl, I just get treated like a thing, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. It's very hard, guys. And I'm sorry, I don't like to put people's minds down on this subject because, trust me, it's a big subject. There's going to be no cuts to this video. It's going to be absolutely just a raw footage of me. Really. I just want you guys to understand, because, you know, it's not very easy. I try my best every day to live happily. Makeup is the thing that's helping me out. Waists and HRT is helping me out immensely. But sometimes there's days when I look through a mirror and I feel like I haven't changed one bit. I get so upset. And I don't want people to think that I'm some sort of depressed person. Because I'm not. It just happens, and it's very hard. It's not easy fighting yourself, or fighting your mind, fighting your heart, or fighting your brain. It's very hard. It's very hard to teach yourself against society, to rebel against society, and try to fight thousands of people that just don't like you for you. It's very hard. You're just trying to build yourself up, and people are tearing you down, and they don't even know you. They don't even know what you're about. They don't even know your personality, but they'll sit there and hate on you for no reason, just because you're not the same as they are. Just because they don't believe that you can do this or you can do that. Just because their God or the religion or whatever it is tells them that this is wrong. No religion, I'm telling you guys right now, is supposed to teach you to hate on others. Otherwise, it's not religion. God loves everybody, like he says in the Bible. So why would God tell you to hate on me because I'm not the same? And it all comes back to God, because, you know, I don't want to get into religious stuff, guys. I love God. I go to church every Sunday, or every Wednesday anyways. I get accepted at the church more than anything, actually. God knows. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you guys at that. Thank goodness I didn't cry, because I thought I was going to. I'm just kind of like, I'm trying not to be too emotional, because my brother and them are in the next room over, and I do not want to cry or get very, very emotional right now. Oh, that's just how I am. But I love you guys a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I love you guys. Mwah.